Jai. So welcome to everybody. Is it too soon to give obeisances? Never too soon to give obeisances. We've come together and we are on time. So let us give our obeisances to each other. Vanchakalpa Turubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. And 30th of September, no more festivals this month, except every day is a festival in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Bhat. And then 30th of September, yeah, so tomorrow is not 31st, but it is, oh, so we're talking about the time not in America. Please excuse us, dear Americans. So tomorrow, not in America, is the 1st of October. And at the end of October will be Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. And Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja, big day in the year. And Guru Maharaj Vyasa Puja, Gurudev's Vyasa Puja, and Gaura Purnima, like the three biggest days in the year, no doubt. And the Kartik month will be beginning approximately around
on the 20th.
20th. I was going to say 20th or 19th. Yeah, 20th, and then 9 days later, 9th day of Kartik is Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. Now I need to put this on mute. Hare Krishna. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. All right, dear devotees. Let me come back into Zoom. Okay, so we're here with Rupa Vilas Prabhu also. Rupa Vilas Prabhu Dandavat. We paid our obeisances to each other just now. And let us continue. First of all, Praneshwari Devi, what have you got as a note from last time?
Maharaj, we have nothing pending, but I have a special petition. If you could ask Paramananda Prabhu to choose today's theme to honor him, because for him is already belated birthday, but for us, it's still his birthday. So to honor him, can we please ask him to choose the theme for today?
So Paramananda has a birthday. I thought he was just eternally manifested in this world. Ageless. Oh, well. So now I learned we missed your birthday, did we? Sorry, Paramananda Prabhu. So as the birthday boy, as it turns out, special request that you choose the theme. And I have the special request that you start us off on that theme too.
Maharaj, not only that is embarrassing. You want me to start off today's meeting.
Yes.
And I thought I endured enough yesterday. And I really hope it's all over.
Okay. Well, we shall make everything as painless as possible.
Let's do it. Let's just do it. I can give a theme, and I reserve the right to ask someone to be the first speaker. How about that?
All right. It's a deal. Good negotiation from a good businessman.
All right. I already have somebody in mind. So the theme will be really the wealth of our life. So this is what we're going to discuss.
Okay.
And the first speaker will be Chinmoy Dev Prabhu.
Okay, you know, that was on the tip of my tongue, but I thought, well, I won't interrupt. And I have a very good reason to suggest him, and I'm sure you have a very good reason too. First, you can say your reason to suggest him. Maybe just inspiration.
Well, because he is the recipient of great wealth, so I think he can say something about it.
Okay, And my reason is that I know that he's absorbed in watching tapes and subtitling tapes. And so he's got lots of things freshly in his mind from the talks of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. Look, his computers, plural, are busy doing service. Well, Chinmoy who is doing service, and the instruments are busy helping him in his service as we speak. Yes, Chinmoy Prabhu, this is a universal request.
Well, I just heard recently from Guru Maharaj, where he was talking kind of about those who are approaching Brahmaloka, those who are removing themselves from the negative side. And so they're removing themselves from the negative side, but he made it as an image like they're walking in that land, but underneath them is a great wealth that they don't know about, the positive side. And so they're in a land of negation, they no longer are dealing with the negative side, but they don't know about the positive side. And so the scriptures tell us that like there is great wealth inside us. And the way to approach that wealth, there's the example given in the scriptures, there's the south, the east, the west, but I believe is it the north approach, the approach of bhakti?
East approach. That is the way to properly approach the great wealth that is actually inside of all of us. And so all of us who are here, we have got connection with that great wealth, and it's through our gurus that we have been given access to that great wealth inside of us. And what Gurudev and Guru Maharaj is giving, actually Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, what they're giving us, that's the same. Guru Maharaj's conception, that is what Gurudev wants to give. And Guru Maharaj's conception, that is so much wealth. There's so much beauty, so much love, so much charm in his conception, so much intelligence, so much practicality, everything he is giving us. And there's no reason why we've done nothing, like really, I personally have done nothing to deserve it, but this great fortune has been given to us. And so all we need to do is try to connect more and more with that wealth, more and more with the Guru Maharaj's conception, and will be for our eternal benefit. There was even Vasudev Prabhu of Gaudiya Math, he even said to Gurudev that you have a very good master. If you serve him, you will be supremely benefited. So in that line, that's the line that we are, the specific conception of Srila Guru Maharaj, which is unique to this world. We have connection with that wealth, unbelievable wealth that we can't even really understand. I can't really understand at this point. We have connection with that. And so to further and further dive deep into that type of conception is our greatest wealth. That's what I have to say. Jai. And now, Paramananda Prabhu, please, you can express something on this subject too.
Maharaj, may I read what Jamunacharya expressed about this?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
That's from Guru Maharaj's Prapana Jivanamrita, a beautiful verse. Janadivartma viruchim brajanata bhakti ritim naved minachasad guravo milanti ahanda handa mamaka sharanam vimuda goro haris tavana karma patam gatosti. Sorry, it's not Jamunacharya, it's Prabodhananda Saraswati. I know not the way of love in Sri Vrindavan, which breeds disloyalty to wisdom and the world. Nor do I come to meet with saintly teachers. To whom shall I surrender? Where shall I go? O foolish fellow, you cannot have heard about the Golden Lord, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But we cannot say that we haven't met with the saintly teachers. So yesterday, Bhakti Lalita, in a little treacherous way, asked me during the morning program, what did I learn? What's the most valuable thing that I learned? And really, anyone can come to that sincere conclusion that more we practice, or attempting to practice Krishna consciousness, the less we understand about it. But still we're unable to give up. That's a mystery of it. It's impossible to give up. You may feel different things, you may feel lack of enthusiasm, lack of inspiration. But when I personally feel something like that, I come to the gathering of the Vaishnavas. And then by their grace, I start appreciating what I received in this life by the association with those saintly personalities. And like Chinmoya Prabhu said, that I did not deserve that, certainly, but it came to us, so we have to treasure and value that. Why? It's not the question. We can spend millions of years figuring it out. Why did that happen to us? But this is not important. What's important is to act right now, act in living presence, in the word of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. What to do with it right now? We have this world in our hands, so we should use that. So the biggest realization after all these years is the value of association. And then we spoke yesterday that association can be of two qualities. One association can take you down, another association can take you up. So of course, we're choosing what is favorable on our path. And how do we know even that? By the grace of saintly personalities. We had luck, we had fortune to associate with. What is favorable, what is unfavorable, we have no idea. Supata vipata nahi jani, Narottam Das Thakur said. Without the grace of the Vaishnava, I have no idea where to go, which direction is favorable, which is unfavorable. It is all coming to us by the grace of the Vaishnava. So anytime I'm feeling any deficiency in inspiration or enthusiasm, I just come to the gathering of the devotees, or I remember the devotees. I look at the photographs, and by seeing the devotees, I'm getting enthusiasm, or I'm hearing some news about the devotees. And luckily we have so many instruments for that, especially right now. Like some devotees say, sometimes they call. Yesterday, so many devotees called me that I haven't heard from in years. Our dear Manasa Krishna Prabhu come out from hiding, and he is expressing how much he's missing the association of all the devotees. And my advice was just to start calling, start reconnecting, and do something. Not just calling and expressing your emotions, but do something devotional. Means do some seva, do something. And he's very eager. So you may hear from Manasa Krishna Prabhu very soon. He is the Vaishnava at heart, and so many other devotees. They're expressing their feelings, but really we have to act. You may be disconnected for many years, but you have that opportunity. Act now. Do not delay. It will be too late. You never know what's going to happen. Like, we have no idea what will happen to us. So we better think, absorb ourselves in thoughts about our divine masters, the advice of our divine masters. Grab any possibility of association with the devotees. Don't think twice. Don't think, oh, I'm so shy. Oh no, later on. Later will be too late. Like some devotees, I'm too shy to come near. That's good. That's a very good attitude. But it's also not so healthy to be over shy. Like sometimes we say too much analysis creates paralysis. So in a way, we're analyzing too much. We're thinking too much. So stop thinking and start acting. That's another advice I heard from Srila Gurudev once. Just act. Anyhow, Maharaj.
Jai. And I'm very happy that many devotees did call you. I wasn't one of them because I didn't know.
Luckily, Maharaj, really.
But not luckily, we want to catch the day.
But I did remember you yesterday. In fact, I remember you every day. So that was enough.
Hare Krishna. Well, I also been remembering Manasa Krishna. It's not every day, I must admit, sorry Manasa, it's not every day I remember Manasa Krishna. But I have recently been he's been coming again and again in some thought or another. So good sign that he's contacted you too. We have many devotees who have treasures and wealth, but sometimes it is not showing so clearly, sometimes it is showing more clearly. Hare Krishna. And if you like a little wealth katha, then here is some wealth katha from Guru Maharaj. And so, oh no, it's wealth katha, well, it's wealth katha from Guru Maharaj, but brought to us by Srila Gurudev, which Gurudev is doing all the time, of course. So this is Srila Govinda Maharaj from Religion of the Heart. So let us hear just a short excerpt, but has a few wealth mentions in it. So Kirtan, this is Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, and Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rapak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. So Gurudev saying, Kirtan means when one person is glorifying the Lord, and Sankirtan means Bahubhir Militva Yat Kirtanam Tat Eva Sankirtanam. That is, when a group of devotees gather together for kirtan, what comes from their melted hearts, that is Sankirtan. Sankirtan is congregational chanting with the mood of tolerance, humility, and giving honor to others. But here, our Srila Guru Maharaj has specifically mentioned Kirtana Dhanam. It is a very particular word. Kirtan is not only meant for everyone, but Kirtan Dhanam means it is, and here's quotation marks, the wealth of our life. So, Kirtan Dhanam means it is the wealth of our life. Then Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj continuing, through Kirtan we will get everything. Through Kirtan we will get full and complete entrance into the Rasa Leela, where Krishna is playing and chanting and dancing with the Braja Gopis. This is the real wealth of our life. And this is the wealth for all the liberated Jiva souls as well. This is why Srila Guru Maharaj said, not only Kirtan, but Kirtan Dhanam. When he gave, this is why he said that, when he gave his explanation of the Gayatri Mantra. Kirtan is the wealth of our life. Hare Krishna. And what a reminder there that through Kirtan we will get full and complete entrance into the Rasa Leela, where Krishna is playing and chanting and dancing with the Braja Gopis. Hare Krishna. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. And by the way, on the Krishna search, there's 405 results for wealth. So I know there is a lot of wealth in the books of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. And Paramananda Prabhu's reminder to us about how we must act, not only kind of think or regret or whatever, or hanker for, but we need to do something and do something now. Then this is a reminder to us that really the great wealth that we've come in touch with, but we have to participate. And hence in Navadip, our expression that every day is a festival in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math for those who participate. And that expression really was for the encouragement of all the devotees to participate, of course. And especially in Navadip, they came a long way to come to be in the mat, not just to wake up at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, but to participate in the program. But actually, we've all come a long way, wherever we are in the world, we've come a long way to come to Krishna consciousness. So let us also try to keep that Krishna consciousness that we've come a long way for as a priority in our lives. That's my mini contribution.
Maharaj, I wanted to ask wealthy personalities to share their wealth, and we have so many present.
Indeed. Choose a wealthy personality. You're the birthday boy. You've got this honor today.
All right. Okay. A humble request for Jivana Didi. She likes to escape. Very difficult to get her to say something. So please, Jivana Didi. And then we can ask Kum Didi after, and Rupa will ask Prabhu. So you don't have to ask me every time.
Yes. Well, actually, of course, I only am every other class, so I missed the class you have on Saturday. So you probably talked about this, but previously, last Wednesday, Paramananda Prabhu gave us homework to read the Sermons of the Guardian of Devotion, chapters 1 and 2. And there was a lot of wealth in there, as he alerted us to. And so I was reading that, and then I was going to start chapter 2, and then I thought, oh, I better read chapter 1 again, because there's just so much in every single paragraph. It's ridiculous. And I can't even barely keep up, but it was very nice, because I think you've advised us to read that on the subject matter of emotion and devotion, and how we want devotion, not just emotion. And in there, how Gurudev is saying that we should not put much emphasis on feeling, but Krishna is everywhere. And we're sort of, I don't know, this is just me. I feel like a lot of times I'm mostly unconscious, but still very happy that we have these sadhana practices that we can do anyway, and not to worry if, you feel like, oh, am I making progress? Am I not making progress? Am I, getting anything from this? Because that's just not the point. And that was very beautiful in this chapter, that Guru Maharaj is saying don't be worried, what we're going to get. We want to just do this because we're doing this for Krishna. We're doing it because Gurudev asked us to. And that is actually our real happiness. Not that, oh, will I see Krishna? Will I feel Krishna? Because that's still very self-motivated, is how he was explaining it. So that's why I had to read it a few times to get that. But that was some really beautiful major wealth that was in that, even in this, just that first chapter. And I remember reading somewhere how Guru Maharaj, she said that with Krishna, we should try to pay the highest price. Not try to go for cheap Krishna or some easy thing, but we should try to pay the highest price. So that reminded me of that comment of Guru Maharaj's too.
Govinda, Govinda. Did you stop speaking, or is my sound going on?
Yeah, no, I stopped speaking. I was maybe we can hear from Kum Didi. That will be really awesome. And Rupa Vilas, as Paramananda said.
And just to encourage everyone who hasn't read those 2 chapters, and perhaps the rest of the book, and that is that the second chapter on this theme of wealth is called, I think, the direction to your wealth.
Yes. Yes. That is true.
And Guru Maharaj also gives another definition of wealth there. Guru Maharaj is saying, conditioned souls as we are, it is an honest fact that we have nothing to boast about. Yet, when we feel we are bereft, we are reminded of this poetic line, and we realize that our true wealth really is Guru Gaurave Garvita Dhanya Mora. This word Dhanya coming up. Blessed are we in Sri Gurudev's bounty. So, okay, this probably is not Guru Maharaj's words, but this is the translation of that line. Blessed are we in Sri Gurudev's bounty. His divine treasure is our pride and glory. Now we are coming to, oh, actually this is Govinda Maharaj in the introduction, excuse me. So this is, okay, this is Srila Gurudev giving us another definition of wealth, kindly excuse. It's in that book Sermons, but it's the introduction. Then, so here Gurudev is saying that our true wealth really is to be in the, blessed are we in Sri Gurudev's bounty. His divine treasure is our pride and glory. So coming in touch with Gurudev, that is our true wealth. This is a definition given here by Srila Gurudev in his introduction to the Sermons, Volume 1. Kindly excuse. Hare Krishna. Then chapter 2 is the direction to your wealth. Yes. So please excuse my interruption there. But we have Kumkum Devidasi with us. And also I can just mention, somebody was here and gone. Yes, Seva Didi of Mexico. She has lots of treasures. So just to give you a little heads up that you can also have something ready to share with us, not to put you straight on the spot. So we would like to hear from Seva Rupadiri. She has treasures in her heart, as all the devotees do. And we'd like to hear a few words from her too. But first, indeed, Kumkum Devidasi, please share some treasure with us.
Oh, my Dandavat to the Vaishnavas. And this theme is certainly very beautiful, Paramananda Prabhu. And something I've been thinking of lately, and it was wonderful to tie it to what does this have to do with wealth? And I decided it has everything to do with our wealth. And that is that our Guru's mercy and how they are bringing that down to our level. So I've been thinking about Vaikuntha Vritti and how the Vaishnavas are renowned sometimes for being themselves extremely strict, like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and for their own personal practices, and at the same time willing to bring to the lowest level and not minding the lack of strictness for whom they will try to bring this mercy to. And that's what we're all completely dependent on. We think about what Srila Prabhupada went through to bring everything and how much he tolerated, and how Srila Guru Maharaj constantly just gave at the request of Srila Govinda Maharaj to us, only because Srila Govinda Maharaj's desire for us to be able to continue was so strong. And all of his examples are that he simply wanted to serve Srila Guru Maharaj by uplifting us and by constantly bringing us. And so they give us, yes, we have to pay the highest price. We should expect to. That's only realistic. Yet they're the ones that give us the currency with which to pay that price. They make themselves too attractive to turn down their offer of following their example and taking their advice. And then it becomes our natural state. And we feel like the more we progress, the more we feel like how far we have to go. But if we take a moment and look back, they have put so much under us, and it's all the very, very substantial foundation that they've put under us. That's my thoughts about the wealth that we have received.
Substantial and wonderful and real wealth. Jai.
And just
Paramananda
few
Prabhu.
words in that connection, if I may. Like we spoke yesterday about it, how our gurus, divine masters, saw the potential. They saw us in a different light. They saw us different from how we see ourselves. So they saw us in connection with the divinity, as an able instrument, as an able servitors and dear servitors of the Lord. So that wealth we're speaking of, so much of it we come to realize already, but infinitely more there for us to realize. So when somebody asks, and quite often we're asked by our friends and relatives, parents sometimes, so what did you get from your guru? You've been spending so much time in the temple and doing this and that. So what is it that so valuable you're getting there? I don't see anything on surface. And then we can say, really, and I'm pretty sure everyone will agree, everything, whatever come to our life to this point that is good, valuable, inspiring, lovable, sweet, it's all came by their grace and through the extensions of their grace in the form of the Vaishnavas. And there is infinitely more to realize that, infinitely more wealth in storage for us. There will be no end of that. Just few words.
That's true. That's very true.
Guru Maharaj discusses that we are on an infinite journey. In the beginning, we think, oh, we will achieve everything very quickly. But then we come in some point of reality that, oh, this journey is infinite, so far to go. But not to be discouraged. We have our friends along the way. Yes, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, you have been volunteered by Paramananda Prabhu. Humbly we are coming to you to hear something.
Please accept my Dandavat pranams to everyone. I've been thinking about that 2 days ago, the wealth that was given to us. But one thought came rushing to me a while ago when my name was called to say something. Actually, what I was about to tell is something that happened in school way back when I was still studying. If a student is misbehaved here, you have 3 things done to him. First, he's asked to stand up and go backwards and face the wall for misbehaving. Second, or he may be sent out of the room, and asked that his parents the next time, he had to bring the parents. And the last one is, the teacher told him to stand up and recite something. If he indeed learned the lesson, well, I feel like I am the one, the misbehaving one.
Hare Krishna.
Well, the wealth, if I ask myself, I don't think I have it, but I always find myself talking about the glories of my Lord and the devotees. Through the years, mainly comes so much encouragement I'm giving them, but I also encourage myself to be Krishna conscious. And this opportunity to be with you, you are the one that inspired me to go on. So you are my wealth. The devotees, Gurudev, Ishrat Guru Maharaj, everybody is my source of inspiration. You are my wealth. What is Krishna consciousness? Forgive me. You can ask somebody else. I'm sorry. Dandavat.
Dandavat. So who will we ask? We'll ask Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. We will see what they have to say on the subject matter of Krishna consciousness. And Rupa Vilas Prabhu is doing this with those whom he meets, telling them, listen to the message of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. Everything is with them. Yes, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, Srila Guru Maharaj's disciple from a long time ago, from when he was young. Sorry, you're still young at heart, I know. Hare Krishna, Jai, Prabhu, appreciate it, Dandavat. And Seva Rupa Devirasi in Mexico, please. I hope you don't feel like we're putting you on the spot, but we'll be happy to hear from you because we know you are holding wealth in your heart.
First of all, please accept all, to all I offer my humble obeisances. What can I share to all of you that are so just great, great souls, to dearest to our beloved Gurudevs? The wealth that I found in this path of Krishna consciousness is amazing. It brings so much peace within my heart. And I've been blessed to come to Krishna consciousness since I was 8 years old, and to have a family, my parents and brothers and sisters that encourage me, just seeing how they are doing so much seva within their possibilities. I've learned too much from my father, and I really appreciate that he got this searching, this I mean, like he went and touched every door in religious here in this part of Mexico City, until he found this amazing treasure of Krishna consciousness. When we reached there, he just told us, I found what I've been looking for years. And being through all those kind of religious made us to really give a great value to all those amazing spiritual words, inspiring teachings, and to reach Krishna Prema. I know it's not easy. Maya is still just like knocking to our doors, no, distracting us. The wealth that I appreciate a lot, I really keep it within my heart. It when Srila Govinda Maharaj, my beloved Gurudev, accepted to came and visit Mexico. It moves so many souls, so many things to do to receive such a great personality that nowadays I'm still not in the level to understand and to pay my obeisances to him. Is such a great personality, too much love giving. He really, I mean, traveling from India to this part just to share the love, to show us how tolerant, how humble, how to be a servant to the servant. That is something that I appreciate, and I try to remember every day as I open my eyes to see my Gurudev, to pay my obeisances, and very grateful to have connection with every one of you. You are my great Vaishnava family, my spiritual family, and I learn from every word you say every day. I'm delightful to enjoy this meeting. No, always I can, because the time and some other things I have to attend, but I really appreciate, you don't know how much nourishment to my soul, all your words, all your knowledge, all your teachings. I evaluate, I see my Gurudev in every one of you. You are my gurus, you are my teachers, and I offer you my humble obeisances. Please forgive I'm such a fallen soul. I'm really, I don't know how can I have this big treasure, how to hold it. I just want to follow and to offer my Dandavat pranams to all of you. And please give me your blessings and keep me busy in Seva. For me, listening, it's just a great Seva that at least this fallen soul can do. Dandavats, and happy belated birthday to you, Paramananda Prabhu.
Jai. And indeed, I don't think I wished you yet a happy birthday, Paramananda Prabhu. Happy birthday for yesterday. I still don't believe you have birthdays, really. Yes, Seva Rupadiri, very beautiful. And really, this is the journey of the heart, and Gurudev is the guru of the heart, and from Seva Rupadiri's heart, expressing that wealth. And very happily remembering, very happily understanding too, how we must be grateful to all those who brought us to our eternal shelter, and headed by your father, you see, and giving that description of how he came to come to Krishna consciousness, finally finding, oh, here is the truth, the clean connection with the Lord. Jai.
And
we
Maharaj,
have, yes,
we're hearing from Rupa Goswami that excessive accumulation of wealth is not very favorable for our devotional life. So excessive accumulation of spiritual wealth and not sharing that wealth is also not favorable for our life. So we have someone who is the hoarder of that wealth and a very miserly person when it comes to distribution and sharing, and I think you know who I'm talking about. That will be our dear Praneshwari Didi.
Oh, she's not, she's a miser? Oh, no.
Yeah, she's holding it and not giving anything to anyone.
Okay, this is one, we must accept your words and see in this light.
I accept the chastisement because he was caught by surprise. I accept that. And somebody is backing me on Facebook because Madhava Prabhu says, forgive us for honoring you once a year. So please accept at least once a year that we have to honor the Vaishnavas. I just want to say that on Revealed Truth, there is a chapter, Recognizing Devotion, where Gurudev answers the question, how can we recognize a Guru or a Vaishnava? And he says it's very difficult to recognize a Vaishnava. Even the demigods cannot recognize a Vaishnava. So how shall I ever recognize one? It's very difficult to recognize a Vaishnava, but we can have some idea about who Vaishnavas are through the definitions of a Vaishnava given in the scriptures. And there are mentioned several lines, several shlokas from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Someone who has chanted Krishna's name is a Vaishnava, he should be respected. Someone who constantly chants Krishna's name is a great Vaishnava, he should be respected. Someone whose association makes others chant Krishna's name is the greatest Vaishnava. And at the end of one of the pages, Gurudev says, Srila Guru Maharaj also explains to us other ways of practically understanding who is a Vaishnava. He gave many examples. Someone whom the Vaishnavas are happy to see is a Vaishnava. Someone who is happy to see the Vaishnavas is a Vaishnava. Someone who is happy to serve Vaishnavas is a Vaishnava, and so on. There are many varieties of a Vaishnava. So my intention was not to make you feel uncomfortable, but we just wanted to render honor to those who come to share their hearts and to give us so, so much. Oh, Maharaj, and I was reading and you gave me spotlight. No fair.
No.
Hare Krishna.
The humility of the Vaishnava also. The
But we also
Vaishnava.
have Bhagavan Prabhu with us.
Yes, indeed. And Bhagavan Prabhu, another senior devotee with a lifetime of experience. Some wealth from your heart, Prabhu. Kindly, we are asking.
Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nitya Raj Maharaj, to hear from you and to belong to Sri Hari, Sri Guru, and the Vaishnava, this is a real wealth. I mean, I'm very happy to hear from all of you. And by that way, because we belong to Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas, we can have the chance to be utilized in the service of the Gurus and the Vaishnavas. This is very, I don't know, that's the way I always think, and I have to, I try to remember, to remind that every day how to become a humble and respectful person and be tolerant. And by hearing from the devotees, they will put that, all those values in our heart, and we're going to be able to be utilized in the service of our gurus and devotees. To hear from you is my fortune, it's real well. In that way, we can be utilized or the servant to do some service of the servant of the servant of the servant of the devotees. That's nice always to hear you. It's an honor to me and a pleasure to hear from all of you. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad Bhagavan Prabhu, and very happy to hear your expression and to have you with us. We are here to hear from each other and to share Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. Plus, 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 plus. Hare Krishna. Then, who would like to volunteer either a question or a statement? There are many things that we can say, no doubt. We also have our song, Dhana Mora Nityananda. So we are singing this regularly, and it is a very short and happy song. There, the very first line is that Nityananda is our wealth. That from Nityananda, he's giving us Gauranga. And again, who is Nityananda? Original Guru. Balaram is original Guru, Nityananda is original Guru. So it's coming back to the Guru conception, but in particular, Nityananda, Krishna's very first expansion, Baladev. So Mahaprabhu's first expansion, if we look in this way, Nityananda, doing everything for Gaurachandra and distributing causeless mercy. Only to have a little faith. And then we find in other places that faith is our wealth. And faith is the capital on which we can proceed. In many places, this idea is given. So wealth is the connection with the upper plane, the upper world. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, we have Sevarupa Didi, who has been rapidly accumulating wealth because of her connection with the big capitalist. So perhaps she can share some.
And Sevarupa Didi, she is also in South Africa. She's also in various programs which are taking place around the world. When the program is in London or in this place or that place, she's not restricted by any country identification. She's happily joining in and hearing many things. Please.
Dhanavad pranams. I have all of you that have such great wealth, and all I'm thinking is like this little kid watching outside the window of a like a shop that has these amazing gems inside. But I think if I had to think as a kid, it would be like a candy store. But all the gems inside are all of you, the Vaishnavas and the devotees, which are so amazing. I just feel like a passerby, and I'm looking outside the window, and all I can see is everyone that's so amazing. And yes, there are times where that window gets fogged up and I can't really see that much inside. And that's when I feel like I'm swept away by like the material world where you have to do all your duties here. But all the wealth is all of you. That's all I can say. Thank you so much for accepting me. Thank you. Dandvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. The Vaishnavas are our wealth. Guru is our wealth. Nityananda is our wealth. Faith is our wealth. Hare Krishna. So Paramananda Prabhu, as you are the birthday boy, we're going to pass the microphone back to you for some further words or advice. What is your advice of how to increase our wealth, how to safeguard our wealth, and how to increase our wealth?
I have no advice on from myself, but Srila Gurudev advised us. Keep the company of the wealthy. When you're mixing, and I'm telling you firsthand, from the external point of view, I have some work that I have to do in this mundane environment, mundane world. And how to be successful in that work, I'm mixing with the wealthy. Those who possess wealth, even though that wealth has nothing to do, even remotely, with the wealth we are discussing here. But this is how you succeed. So mix with the wealthy, serve them, be their friend, be their servitor, and then everything will come. And not just mixing and doing nothing. Like Srila Guru Maharaj in the Sermons of the Garden of Devotion, I'm pretty sure Jivana did, and everyone else will remember those words. They're so deep, you can actually think about them forever. Guru Maharaj says, first offer, then do. First surrender, then serve. So these things that we have to do first. So what is the foundation of our association? Like in Revealed Truth, Gurudev is asking, are we ready to be in that kind of company? Are we ready to associate with the sadhu, with the saints, with the Vaishnavas? So we have to ask that question of ourselves. So very foundation of that association is the service. Service which is unconditional. We don't want anything in return. We just want to give ourselves, regardless. They may notice us, they may say something to us, or they may reject us. Anything can happen. We remember Mahaprabhu's verse, Ashli Shiva Padaratam Punashtamam. It's very applicable in this situation too, when we're speaking of Vaishnava Seva. Krishna will never be satisfied by your attempts to directly serve him. Krishna will be very happy to see that we are serving the devotees of the devotees of the devotees. That will satisfy him greatly. So that's my advice, Maharaj. So keep the company of the wealthy. No matter what you feel, how you feel, come, surrender yourself and serve. And you can just behold the wonders of that. You will see how much wonderful things and how much love, how much affection will enter your life if you do that. And completely the opposite thing will happen if you don't. The environment, the Daivi Hesha Gunamai, that external energy of the Lord is very strong. Like some devotee asked, why is Krishna allows all these things? You know how people like to blame the God for all the things that are happening. I'm so innocent and so many bad things happening. He is the responsible person. And that was coming from a devotee of many years. And I was so surprised to hear that. And the answer was, how about the free will? We have that free will from Krishna. He doesn't want to force us to love him. He wants us to love him. Love cannot be forced. So this is the foundation wealth of our life, the company of the devotees, the company of the wealthy people in a proper sense of it. And such a beautiful compliment, like Maharaj quoted Guru Maharaj pointing out, it's an infinite journey. And why would we like to finish the journey? We want to be on this journey forever. That's where is the fun to finish it? There's no fun in that. There is no love, affection. There is no devotion in finishing it. We want to be there all the time on that journey. It's just like devotees always complain if Madhusudana Maharaj takes them on parikrama. We say, oh, we don't want to think that it's going to finish one day. We want it to be forever, continue forever. And by the way, Maharaj, there are great many devotees waiting for that opportunity. Not just in a digital form, and I'm now going to go on parikrama in a digital form this time to Vrindavan, to our Kartik parikrama, but they're also hoping that soon enough you will take them in your physical form on different pilgrimages.
In the meantime, in some ways, it seems clear that Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, that Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, that all that they are teaching us how to do parikrama, how to have association, how to associate with Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, with themselves on a finer level during this time. And maybe out of separation, they'll open the doors again so we can again do parikrama. But everything must go on, and we are happy to continue and understand that we have to adjust and cannot complain to the environment. And so in different ways, we feel that, yes, they are teaching us through many ways. And when we do virtual parikrama, it's much easier on our feet.
Maharaj, we have only the praises for the environment.
Yes, but really that's not like just trying to find an excuse. We really have to think about these things. That so many things are happening in the world, so many things for each of us. If we see what is happening, everyone's got an individual life, but Krishna is doing the best for us all. So we must also see the best in this separation part and not be discouraged. Oh, we can't do this, we can't do that. But we can do other things, and we can dive deep into the substance of the parikramas, the substance of sitting with Guru Maharaj on the veranda. And we are playing the videos. We are showing videos of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. We are hearing Guru Maharaj and Gurudev in the temple room with the devotees. And as a regular practice means keeping the morning program and the evening program, but keeping them alive with a little variety. I mean, they're always alive, but with a little variety. And doing this all the time. Yesterday, we are watching Srila Gurudev yesterday, and like 3 days ago, watching Guru Maharaj, and trying to be consistent. We can still sit on the veranda with Guru Maharaj. We can still sit on the veranda with Gurudev by this very amazing system of the digital media. And we can still associate. And also, it passes through our consciousness and mind about when we had no internet, when we had no telephone service, when we only had an expensive telegram, word by word, which we only used in emergency, or letters of question and answer or information, which would take basically a minimum of 2 weeks to ask a question and get an answer. But we had that connection of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. We had the connection of service. We had the direction, whatever we have got in our heart. We are utilizing that when we are engaged in service. And so now we have many facilities, but we mustn't also think that the subtle side, the connection without these electronic gadgets, we mustn't think that does not exist. That connection is more real than the electronics, etc. If only we can allow our heart to see. Guru Maharaj is there, Gurudev is there, and they are watching us all with affection and with guardianship. Hare Krishna. All right, so the happy birthday edition of Back to Basics. And we saved Paramananda Prabhu from torture because he told that he'd been through a day of torture yesterday. But Paramananda Prabhu, please know we all appreciate your presence on this earth very much. And an example from your joining, underage, joining the temple all the way through to your middle age just now.
Maharaj, the best gift is to be in the thoughts of the devotees, really, it is.
Well, Praneshwari did it in a painless way. She was expressing also how you are in Gurudev's thoughts and Gurudev is in your thoughts. Gurudev is happy to see you and you are happy to see Gurudev plus. And so we are always very pleased to remember that. So these are my few seconds of torture for you because we should give a little torture to the Vaishnavas on their birthdays.
I may accept that on one condition, like father, he has many sons and some sons are really good. They have promising future and father is just generally satisfied with them. But there is always a fool son that kind of amuses father sometimes and become an object of chastisement or an example how you should not be to the other children.
Hare Krishna.
So I hope that I can at least aspire for that position in Gurudev's family.
You may aspire as you wish. All right, dear devotees, on the subject of wealth and on the subject of Paramananda Prabhu and the Vaishnavas' appearance days. Always happily with us all. Narayani Nadia Devi Dasi, we know your clock is different from everybody else's, but we're very happy to have you with us for these very few minutes here at the end. And just a little note, we're an hour and 4 minutes into the program, not just 4 minutes into the program, but I know you were very punctual for your clock's time. But Narayani, very happy having you join us. And Ekadashi, she's always very busy. She's joined us also in the later part, happily. And Paunamasi Devidasi and Narayani. Narayani, she's on Facebook. So maybe you've been there for a while. So please excuse. And Dandavat Narayani Devidasi. And to all of you, yes, Madhava Prabhu, Paunamasi Didi, Vishnu, Kabiraj, and Anukul Chandra Prabhu, I believe, and all of us there, and Sevaru Prabhu there too. Hare Krishna and Sevaru Prabhu in two places from Mexico, our Mexican Sevaru, on Facebook and on Zoom. And to each of you, to all of the quiet devotees as well as the noisier ones. Oh yes, I was just about to mention Udaran Prabhu amongst the quiet devotees today. And yes, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, please. I see your hand.
Yeah, forgive me. I don't think I could go in peace unless I have greeted Paramananda Prabhu on this special day. Forgive me, Prabhu, for being negligent. Dandavat, on your birthday. Happy birthday.
Dandavat, Prabhu, I'm honored to be in your heart and your thoughts. Really, this is the best thing that can happen.
All right.
And I just wanted to, last thing, Maharaj, I wanted to say that I did not volunteer Udaran Prabhu, even though he has so much wealth in his heart, but he is very shy. And I'm afraid if I would do so, he will not join next time. I know how shy and humble he is.
Jai Udaran Prabhu. And a big jai to you all. And I think today Paramananda Prabhu can give the jais at the end.
Jai Shaparikara Shishi, Mangal Maharaj style or a short style? Or at least
I think short style. We're a little over time. Mangal Maharaj, literally 5 minutes, dear devotees.
Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundarju Ki Jai. And where soon we'll have their lordship Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Radha Govinda Sundarju Ki here in Gupta Govardhan Ki Jai. Jai Shila Gurudeva Ki Jai. Shila Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Shila Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. And Jai Shila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj Ki
Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.
And Jai Shvar Paramananda Prabhu Ki Jai, and to all of the assembled, in Gurudev's English, assembled devotees Ki Jai, Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Dandavat to you all. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranam. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru Maharaj. I leave you together.